we have now made it to my super secret smallmouth river. I drove about an hour west to get here. I'm all bundled up. I'm ready to try the float and fly. The issue is the water is a tad bit high and muddy. It's about maybe a foot high, and the water clarity is usually about 4 foot. Right now it's 2 foot. So I'm not gonna quit. We're gonna try to make it work. Gonna strap on the waders and get to floating flying. And I've never tried this technique before for smallmouth. I've read about it, I've done my research, but who knows if it'll actually work. I think I need like long extended periods of like sunny days for this to really work and the smallmouth to start chewing, but apparently you can still get them to bite all winter long. So I don't know, it's a very finesse tactic, so I'm excited to try it. Okay, for this presentation to shine, you need deep wintering holes. I got one right over there. Nice current eddy, nice deep hole. They can sit there all winter, not have to fight current, have deep enough water to survive. And all this rig is you got a little hair jig. I think I'm gonna try these. I think I'm gonna try these jigs first. These are 1/16. Actually, no, this is pretty deep water. Do I have an 1/8? Yeah, I'm gonna try these first. Let me take one out. So what you got is a little hair jig. And the reason hair is really good for cold water is because it still has a natural movement in the cold water, unlike plastic. All right, so we got our little hair jig on 6-pound fluoro. Let me show you guys how this works in the cold water to give you an idea. Okay, so we got our little hair jig. I got it wet. It just flattens out really nice in the water, just like a minnow. I'm gonna strap a bobber on here, get to wading, and hopefully catch a smallmouth. All right, now I'm probably gonna have to experiment with different leader lengths. Right now I just got like 3 foot on there. I really hope I can catch some smallmouth because this looks like a very boring type of fishing. And especially if I can't, then I can't make another video, and I really don't want to make another video with no fish again. I feel like I'm bobber fishing for bluegill. Oh, I got one. No way. Oh my God. I'll be honest, I didn't think I would catch anything. Look at this. Oh my, this is awesome. I got one. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Yes. Oh, that makes me so hyped. Oh, I was so worried I wouldn't be able to make another video again. Oh my God, that is awesome. Yes. Never has a 12-inch smallmouth made me so happy. So happy. Look at, he got it perfectly right in the roof of the mouth. I pitched it into that eddy. It was sitting there for 2 seconds and the bobber just went whoop. See, I was getting so frustrated with trout fishing. I'm super open to like trying new fishing techniques, doing a bunch of stuff like that, but I know nothing about trout fishing. So this is the prettiest smallmouth I have ever caught in my whole life. That's a great sign though, because I thought I was gonna have to like pop around to a bunch of different holes, try a bunch of different leader lengths, stuff like that. Like I thought I was really gonna have to experiment. I've been fishing for 4 minutes at my first hole. We got a nice smallmouth. That's awesome. Oh yes, so hyped. He was right next to that bridge piling right there. There's a small eddy and he was sitting right there. Just out of the current. Little winter smallie just chilling. Love it. Yes. Oh my God, yes. That's incredible. The float and fly works. So now I just got to get it to hug that wall. Got one. Another one. Oh my God, this is awesome. I got another one. They are just stacked in there. That's a tiny eddy. Oh my God. Oh my God. I had no idea. I knew smallies like the cold, but these guys are just chewing. Another one, second drop. Oh. This isn't barracudas on top water, but it might be just as fun. I'm already learning some of the keys. You got to keep your rod tip way up so that the current doesn't sweep your bobber away by grabbing the line. It's such a small window. I have to get this jig in. That's the hardest part. Stuck on a log. There goes that setup. That's the bad part of this fishing. I'm definitely gonna lose a lot of those flies and floats. Oh, I broke my leader. That's not cool. Well, I can already see this being the most annoying part of this fishing. You break off a lot. So now I gotta tie on a new leader. We'll see how this goes, because now I gotta tie on the 4-pound mono I was gonna use for trout. Yikes. Gonna tie a really short leader. How many of these jigs do I have left? 3. Sweet. These exposed hooks, the second you get it into something, you're done. The cool thing about this type of fishing is that the fish are very predictable. It's not like the summer where there could be anywhere in this river. They straight up just need to survive. So they need to be out of the current, and they need depth, and they need food. So deep holes, no current, especially on a river like this where most of it is 1 to 3 foot. If you can find those 5 to 7 foot holes with no current, they should be stacked in there like the 2 I caught. I really haven't been fishing much. I caught those 2 and then got snagged. Okay, we're all rigged back up. Now all I've got going on here, if you're interested in doing this yourself, I've got a weighted bobber. I never use bobbers, so I'm not sure if this is how you're supposed to rig it, but if I pinned it on the top, it wouldn't stay still, so I just put it through both. But we got the weight on the bottom so it stays upright, and then literally all it is a couple feet down to my hair jig. Like, that's it. This type of fishing, it's so important to be able to read the current and see where there is kind of none, because they're going to be set up in very tiny areas, like the spot on the spot. Like this is a big, probably, it's like a big triangle, but they might only be sitting in a 2 foot by 2 foot area. Can you give this hole a couple more casts, and we're gonna move on, try to hit some other holes that are right here. No! There we go, perfect. Oh, not perfect. Got one. Oh, it's a nice one. There we go. Right in the current of that eddy. Oh, it's a big one. Oh my God, this is just, no, no, oh, no, oh. Hey, what can you do? I saw the fish. That was like a 17-inch smallmouth. This is a tiny little creek river. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, I wanted just a beautiful picture of that one. No. Oh well. Oh well. I don't know if you guys can see. I thought I was screwed on that one. There's a stick that comes out. If that stick wasn't there, it'd be so easy to cast there. But the stick was coming out, and I've already snagged her. That's why I broke off. And my line just barely hit the end of that stick. And I popped it free. And then I thought my line was like snagged because it was like stuck in the current. I just reeled tight and he was there. He was way up in the front of that current. And now I got quite a mess right here. Oh no. Oh my God, I got it. Oh, come on, that's a perfect spot for a big small jaw. Oh, I'm snagged. Well, that complicates things, doesn't it? I got it out. No, I didn't. This is a disaster waiting to happen. I don't know the best way to cross these. I really don't want to break off again. And I really don't want to break my GoPro. Well, yeah. I'm gonna go back over here. I feel like every time I get in a river or a creek, it's just like I feel like I'm on the verge of a disaster. Like it's getting deep again. You know what? I'm gonna be smart about this. I'm gonna leave my GoPro on the shore, and then if it's safe to cross, I'm just gonna come back and get it. Let's use our head here. Well, guys, I was smart to take the GoPro off because it happened. It happened. I was trying to get a 50-cent hair jig out of those rocks, and it was only like this deep, like maybe this deep, like a good foot under the waders. I was walking pretty swift current, and of course, I probably should have figured that one of those big rocks went down into the water, and I hit my shin, fell forward. So basically, everything chest down in this whole arm is now soaked with 35 to 40 degree river water. To be honest, it's really not all that bad after the initial shock. Yeah, I'm gonna address how soaked I actually am, and then probably gonna be a trooper and keep fishing. But first, my waders are filled with a pond of cold water. So, probably have to deal with that first. Oh, it's just soaked. It's pretty cold. That's nice. This is like, I'm not that cold now that my body has like warmed the wet stuff up. And as long as it's not gonna be windy, either way, it's gonna be just a hellish drive back. So much, it's like suction cupping. I wish you guys could have seen the fall, but then I wouldn't have a GoPro. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself for being smart and saying, hey, you're about to cross some current, take your camera off your chest. Nice. Oh yeah, let's get a good angle of this. Nice. Beautiful. Sick. One of my dumbest moves to date. Gonna be honest. Just shouldn't have crossed the river. I should have just broken off the 50-cent jig. Well, what do I call that day? Was it a success? If I didn't fall in the river, that was a giant success. Because I had no idea you could even catch winter smallmouth. But since I did fall in the river, and the fact that I am just ice freezing cold right now, probably not so much of a success. Okay, I'm gonna end this train wreck here. This day started off so well, and then once I got in the water, naturally it all went downhill. So I have like an hour drive home in my soaked clothes, but I haven't eaten yet today and it's 1 o'clock. I did eat, I had a smoothie. My plan was to just fish that spot, go get food, maybe catch 1 or 2 off it if I'm lucky, which I did, then go get food, fish another spot, but me being soaked threw a wrench in that. So I'm gonna go get some Lee's chicken and get home and get warm. Maybe take a hot shower. Hope you guys enjoyed my misfortune. I did catch some bass today in today's video, so at least I didn't make a 17-minute video with no fish. That's a good thing. And what's also a good thing is now I know that I can catch these winter smallmouth. So now I just have another thing to make videos about, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time.